Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's MZ here, and in this video I'm going to talk about my top 10 Oracle decks of 2023. I have quite a lot of Oracle. I think I have more Oracle than I do actual tarot decks. Pretty sure I do. And so it's hard to choose 10 that I really like, so I use them alongside tarot, pair them quite often. And none of these cards are in any particular order, so let me start off with the first one. And the first one I want to show you is this one, the Inner Mask Oracle deck by Cat Crow. This deck is absolutely stunning. It's my style of art. It's very surrealism in its depictions. That's what the backs look like. And it's got purple gilding. Very nice. It's black and white deck. But it's really good for inner work, for your subconscious mind. It's all about masks that you use with yourself or masks you portray to other people. And it's all about breaking down and getting deep dive into your subconscious and why you're using the masks in the first place. And it's like a journey through these cards, through the different stages, a bit like a fool's journey, but with this mask person. And it's just really interesting. And the artwork is very, very emotive to me. I can look at it and it just conveys the meaning very well. Like this one is about cycles, and you can see all the masks going around in a chaotic way in circles, or little masks you use throughout the cycles of your life and everything. It's just really in depth, and not one for the light heart. It's not like a tarot or oracle deck you'd use for like everyday little pick me ups. So with this oracle, it's definitely one that you use for shadow work, that sort of thing. But it's absolutely beautiful, and I absolutely love this card. The reabsorption of the empty moon. Ascension, revelation, metamorphosis, where you eventually transform. It's just so thought-provoking, and I love it. I love decks like this. It's so unique, and it's really, really thought out really well. I got this on Kickstarter, and I haven't had it that long. About the second half of the year I got this, but I can't put it down. It's such a good Oracle deck. And that release, unattachment, end of a struggle. Just really, really good. So if you're into that sort of thing, I think their deck is on Etsy. I originally got it off Kickstarter, but it's really, really good. Like this one, like bigger picture, the great telescope. Stop pinpointing on the smaller things in life. Take a bigger perspective on things, and the little things you're worrying about won't be as bad as what they seem to be. You need to zoom out sometimes, that sort of thing. It's just really, really good. I really love this deck. I love the meanings I get. It's very profound sort of meanings. So I definitely recommend this if that's your sort of thing. And I love the art style as well. I love how the masks on these people are a bit inverted. And it's just such a cool little deck. Like this one, Mirror, the Chameleon, Disobedience, Adaptation. Like you're looking at yourself and you've adapted to situations around yourself and became a bit of a chameleon in different social situations, maybe. It's just really good, and I really like this. Definitely one I'll reuse again this year in 2024. Yeah, it's just very great, very, very good. I think this might be up there in the top three, I suppose, of decks that I love, Oracle decks. So yeah, that's the Inner Mask Oracle deck by Cat Crow. The next Oracle deck I want to show you is the Occult Oracle. This is a teeny tiny deck, and I love the size of it. This one I got off Etsy as well. Who's the creator of this one? That's the details from rotatarot.com. This one focuses on Kabbalah. Got a tiny little guidebook. It's very small text, but it's a lot of information in here. That's what the backs look like. Very cute, very small. Fits in the palm of my hand. I love it. It's great for shuffling. I love shuffling this one because it's so teeny. But I love the imagery in this one. It's very, like, you can look at the imagery and be like, yes, that's definitely like what it conveys, like divine mission, and you see the DNA coming out of that person's the mouth and everything. It's just your DNA is talking to you or something. It's just really, really good. I just love it. I think there's like 42 cards in this deck. There's quite enough for an oracle, and I love the colours. Love how like retro it looks, and the advantage when you're on the mountains. So you can look down and have the advantage, and divine aid. There's a hand coming out from the clouds. Just so good, and I just love the write-ups about it. Like this one, neglect. Like you're not looking after yourself. You've neglected this plant, and it's withering away. And they talks about in the book about yourself not looking after yourself and that sort of thing. It's just really good. I'm not really in tune with the Kabbalah. I don't know a lot about it. I'm still learning. But it's interesting to see that point of view within the guidebook as well. That cosmic consciousness, what a great card that is. I just love the imagery of this. The colours, bright, creative action. Very good. Like realizations, like you're having like your mind blown. It's got a lot about chakras and elements as well in this deck. I just find it really interesting. And some cards you can relate to the tarot as well. Like bondage is a bit like the devil card. Like their karmic explosion. And having like a profound thought that's exploding in your mind. So you've got the elements here like water. Just really clever. So it's all about chakras and the Kabbalah. And yeah, it's such a great little oracle deck. And I really, really love it. And I haven't seen a lot of it on YouTube. But it is a good one if you want to pick it up. And it's so teeny tiny. I love this structure, and it's like a beehive, honeycomb. So cool. So yeah, that's the Occult Oracle. Next deck I want to show you is the Healing Spirits Oracle. This is a new release this year, and it really blew me away for a mass market kind of deck by Gordon Smith and the artwork by Naomi Walker. I've flipped through of this on my channel as well. I just love the artwork on this. It's so cool. That's what the backs look like. And you can tell it's my cup of tea already, where it's just so bright and colourful. And it's very, very nurturing kind of deck, like the universe has your back kind of feeling, like true love can never really be lost. And here you see spirits all getting like connecting in like the afterlife kind of thing. It's very comforting deck. That's what I like about it. Like spiritual hug. That's sums up the deck. It's a spiritual hug, most definitely. That's what I love about this. It's so good. And the colours are amazing. I love the depictions of the artwork. It's my sort of style. And I just love the messages on here. So like, when it feels right, do it. Your path may be bumpy, but this will alter soon. It's just a good deck to pick up when you want that healing. You want someone to tell you everything's going to be okay. That sort of vibe, you know. That all is well. Speak your truth with passion. It's just some great, great messages, and the artwork's absolutely stunning. I love the watercolors and everything. It's so beautiful. Healing power, natural healing power, and you can make out a person there and the spirits coming out the tree. It's just beautiful. It's comforting but also thought-provoking too, so it does actually feel like there's a spirit there, like watching your back, like these are directly talking to you through the cards. And yeah, it's just enjoyed working with this. You have the power to make yourself better. Heal yourself to heal the world. Be like your spirit guide. Courage arise when you step over fear. Yeah, this is just a beautiful deck. Beautiful messages, beautiful artwork. Definitely a favourite of mine this year. And a surprise with mass market oracles. Like normally they don't really look like this, and I was quite shocked by that. It looks like an indie kind of oracle deck, doesn't it? But it's not. So yeah, this is a great release. I love this deck so much. So yeah, that's the Healing Spirits Oracle. The next oracle deck I want to show you is the Poesis Oracle. It combines art and poetry together. The poetry you can find on their website. It's not printed on the cards or has a guidebook. You have to go online for it. But the artwork is absolutely gorgeous. It's black and white with grey. But it just really your intuition is hit instantly with how they portray the meanings. Like you don't have to read the poetries to get across what the card's trying to tell you. Like disillusion and their mask is crumbling and trust between two people. Blockage. Got a ping pong thing there and in the neck there's a blockage. Just really, really clever way it's done. Boundary. The keywords are great. Body, and it's got the chakras. Open your mind. Just really good. I really like this one. Worked with this a lot in 2023. Such a beautiful deck. Another thought-provoking one. Shadow, and you're looking shadow work, looking into your inner self through the mirror. Just really, really good. Good for shadow work as well. There's some positive and negative keywords in this for you to actually deep dive. It's not all positive messages. And that's what I like. It's a balance between the two. A trigger, like a lightning bolt going through your mind. That's like getting triggered really quickly and your brain's like alert. Just really good. And journey, that's not so straightforward. You've got to go through those different like landscapes to get where you need to be. Like there's challenges ahead. Just great. Transform, butterfly imagery there. Create. Soul. Root. Yeah, it's 77 cards in this deck as well, so there's quite a few cards to play with. So a lot of oracles don't have that many cards. So I like that about it as well. So you won't keep repeating the same cards a lot. Struggle. And you're basically putting a boulder up a hill and it's your mind. Like it looks like a head. It's like you're struggling to grow because you're holding on to all this stuff that's weighing you down. Just really, really great oracle. Recommend, definitely. It's why it's in my top 10. I love it so much. Yeah, that's the oh, that's such a beautiful card, isn't it? Humility. But yeah, that's the Poesis Oracle. The next deck I want to show you is the Reclaim Oracle. Probably seen this a lot over YouTube, but that's for good reason. It's an amazing deck. There's 90 cards in this deck. There's quite a big chunk of them, so and it focuses all on emotion. That's what the backs look like. And it's a limited colour palette again. It's black and a pale pink colour. But it's just good to identify certain emotions within yourself that you maybe can't identify or you struggle. Sometimes I feel that I wake up some days and I'm just like, why am I feeling so negative? Like, what's going on with me? And I might use this deck to figure it out, what's bothering me, why I'm feeling moody or something. I bet everyone's woke up like on the wrong side of bed, like feeling a bit like agitated or annoyed, and you don't know why. And this is good for that. It's good to identify things that you're feeling. So got acceptance and presence. And the artwork is really good as well. Humility. I don't know why these are upside down. Impatience. Stillness. Sadness. And I think it portrays the emotion quite well in the imagery. Like sadness, you're sort of just overwhelmed and within your grief. So you just, I really love this deck. Confidence. Confusion. I've put them the right way up. I don't know why they're all over the place. Loneliness. Oh, what a beautiful card that is. There's loads of people surrounding you, but yet you still feel lonely. I felt like that a lot in my life sometimes. Like you'll be at a party and there's people everywhere, and you're just like, yeah, I still feel lonely, even though I'm surrounded by other humans. It's just not, they're all connected, aren't they? They have a connection, and you're not connected to them at all. And it's just really clever, the imagery of this, and really brings out the emotions that it's trying to convey. And the guidebook's really good as well. You got criticism, courage, powerlessness. Say that right. Peace. What a beautiful card that is. At peace. Perseverance. Detachment. You've broken away from like run of the mill, I suppose. Like you detaching yourself from people or ties and things. It's just really does bring out the emotions. And I really, really love this deck for that. I just realised a lot of these Oracle decks are quite deep. Like, I don't think I have any light-hearted decks in my top 10. But I guess that's the kind of person I am. I'm a bit serious, a bit take things seriously. I like to like deep dive in things, and sometimes it's nice to have like a deck that's a bit of a pick me up or like very positive, but I don't feel like it benefits me enough. Like you're sure you can be reassured by a warming deck or oracle deck or something, but it doesn't. I prefer this sort of one. I like to get in touch with my emotions and how I feel. That's how you grow as a person, isn't it? Being more in tune with yourself and knowing why you do the things you do and why you think the things you do, and getting into that subconscious and your behavioural patterns and that sort of thing. So I just love decks like that. So I think that's why this reflects in the oracles I've chosen for 2023. So you've got betrayal, love, jealousy. It has all the emotions in here that you can think of, positive and negative, because everyone experiences these things. It's nice to address them and be aware of them. Patience, defeat. Yeah, this is such a great deck. So if you're struggling with how you're feeling and want to deep dive into that, I think this would be a great tool to use for that, because that's what I used it for. So yeah, this is the Reclaim Oracle. Next Oracle deck I want to show you is the Iris Oracle. I love this one. I like the style of art. It's very colourful and drawn in a childlike way. I love the backs. And I like the keywords on this because it makes you think. It's like afraid of the attic. Like you're like, what? And yeah, I just love how it's named, and expression of a star being by hands unworthy. And I really like the guidebook with this one. It's really, really clever. Scry mirror. So it's a bit like musing, a bit humorous, but also serious as well, with the messages that come across. Fear that the light will bring judgment. And I really like this one for that. Hearty leader, predictions of growth. Just the artwork's stunning, the messages are great, really gets you thinking about things. I remember a particular reading I had with this. I remember coming home, I was on the bus or something, and I was really angry and irritated by something that happened on the bus. And I was like, why do I feel so angry? Like, why can't I just let that go? Like, why is it affecting me now? And it's been like an hour or two since I got off the bus and everything. And it came out, like a card came out. I can't remember what one it was now. But it was basically telling me that to let go, stop holding on to things that don't serve you and everything. And I just always remember that reading, because instantly after that, I just felt so like better. Like, the anger dissipated from me, and I wasn't angry anymore. And it was because of this deck. Like, this one I had a lot as well. Left out with the wolves. Like, when I go out in public, I always feel on edge, agitated. I think that's an anxiety thing, and this is what this card talks about. Like, you're left out with all these like people that you feel like are going to attack you all the time, and you're in high alert mode because you're only a little cat and there's wolves around. And that came up quite a lot, and that was about anxiety and that sort of thing. So I really like this deck and what it talks about. And it's really interesting, and it's different. It's not your typical keywords or things that I suppose you have to use the guidebook a lot with this one to really understand what the creator's trying to portray in the card. Some of them make it a bit confusing, like the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. I suppose you could understand that, but I think if you read the guidebook, it will give you quite good reading. So I think this is one you'd have to use with that if you want to get the full use out of this deck. Restlessness, how good is that? At night you can't sleep, you're restless and you're just staring at the clock and you still can't get back to sleep. And it's like 4 hours have passed and you're like, I've got to go work soon. Got 3 hours to have to get up and I still haven't gone to sleep. It's happened to me plenty of times, so I really resonate with that card. Yeah, it's such a great deck. I love this one. The artwork's great. Yeah, it's just why it's in my top 10. So it's amazing. So yeah, it's the Iris Oracle. Absolutely love the book and the guidebook in the box, and that says "I love you" inside. Really cute. So yeah, it's the Iris Oracle. Next Oracle deck I want to show in my top 10 is the Findhorn Spirit Oracle cards. I haven't had these very long, but they have impacted me to have this in my top 10. I originally found this on Feeding My Soul's channel. She showed this deck and I actually fell in love. I love the artwork and the keywords and everything. It's just so well done. Reminds me of soul cards. The way it's drawn. Generosity. Be generous with yourself. Life is a gift. Integrity. There's nothing outside of you. Such a great little deck, and I love the artwork and the messages. Freedom, the value of its fullness is in the present moment. And that is so true, isn't it? We think so far ahead all the time, focusing on the future, and you feel restricted because, oh, I've got to do this thing in this sort of time frame. But if you just focus on here and now, you're free. You can do what you want right now. Don't worry about what happened in the past or the future. And then that is true freedom when you're just living the moment. I just love the messages in this. Beautiful. Give it time, all the time that is needed. Assurance. Don't rush things, just let things be. Yeah, I really enjoyed what messages I got with this one. I found it quite easy to pair with other decks as well. Oh, this card's so beautiful. Initiation. Attend to the light in your eyes and the fire in your spirit. That's what the backs look like. Yeah, this is a great little reader too. Still quite... It's profound and serious, but also not so serious as the other decks I've shown so far. Like, you can... I really like it, and I really like the guidebook as well. So it gives you like description of the card, a focus, and a practice you can do. And we've got, oh, how weird is that? The card is conception. This happened before, and I opened the book and it was straight onto the conception card. That was weird. That's so weird. And this one is in cooperation with the subtle worlds that are all equally respected. Know that you didn't come into existence by pure chance. You were conceived before you were made in a moment of magnificent potential. And it'll tell you to go for a walk in nature, breathe deeply, fill your lungs with fresh air. And there's just loads of things you can do in that. I find that so weird that I opened it on that card and I stopped at that card. That's strange. Maybe I should pay attention to that one. I swear that happened to me when I filmed this deck before, the exact same card. That's just so strange to me. I just love this deck for that. Like, it'll pop a card out and you should be like, oh my god. It's just so good. And I love the art. It's stunning. Beautiful, beautiful deck. So yeah, that's the Findhorn Spirit Oracle card. The next deck I want to show you is the Angels of Light Oracle. I love the colours of this deck. It's very bright and colourful. I kind of use this deck as inner child kind of work because the imagery reminds me of childlike drawings. It comes with a big guidebook with a lot of information. It gives you like a prayer, a meaning, a commentary and themes. And look at that. The art is so beautiful. I love it. It's so abstract and bright and colourful. And I really like this one. It's totally me, isn't it? Like totally abstract and strange. Like just how I like my decks to look. They're like angel of guidance, angel of choice, angel of faith, angel of flow. I think this one also has a mantra as well, yeah. Or an affirmation you can use. Like Angel of Virtue says, I know I'm good through and through. I quite like that. So yeah, I really like this deck for that. It has angel attachment, masculinity, happiness, grace, angel of rescue. Just a beautiful deck, and I've had some great messages from this. I think this is the most, apart from the other deck I showed, the Healing Spirits Oracle, I think this is the second light-hearted, sort of more positive one out of the ones I've shown. The other one's a very like deep dive, like into your subconscious mind sort of thing. So this one's a bit more chilled out. But I like this one for, I just like the colours. It makes me happy looking at it, and I do feel positive when I pull a card. But it does have, not everything's all happy in this one. It does show some, I suppose, negative things, or more serious, like grief. It talks about grief, that sort of thing. There's not all an angel of learning, sensuality. Yeah, it's just a good deck, and I haven't seen a lot of it online. I absolutely adore it. I want to share the love. So yeah, that's why it's in my top 10. That is the Angels of Light Oracle. And the last two decks I'm going to show together, and that is Soul Cards 1 and Soul Cards 2. I already mentioned this one reminded me of Soul Cards, like the style, and I just love these Oracle cards. The only thing I don't like about this deck is the packaging. Like, I hate this. I hate the way it feels flimsy and it's going to break at any moment. So I normally put these in a bag, but I put them back in their box for the video. It comes with a little book showing you how to use them. But there's no meanings for these Oracle cards. And that's because it's meant to focus on your intuition with them. I don't know why I put these back in their boxes just to put it on camera, just to unbox them again. But yeah, they come in these weird little sleeves, which I'm not a fan of. definitely need to get some custom bags for these. I absolutely love these decks. So this is Soul Cards 1, this is Soul Cards 2, and they have different coloured backs. I've seen people combine these together, but I tend to just draw one from that and another one from this one. But I feel like there's too many to shuffle in one go because there's quite a lot of cards. So yes, I love these. They're so beautiful. It's a card that you could meditate with. That's why I like these ones. Like, you could pick this card and like, what is that evoking in you right now? What thoughts are coming into your mind as you look at that image? It's thought provoking. It's great for meditating on it and just taking a quiet time of your day just to ponder on your thoughts. So it kind of helps me with that. Like, just stay in touch with myself. And I just love the faces. I love the way it's drawn. Like, it was done in a particular style and it's beautiful. I just love these cards. Absolutely stunning, aren't they? Another deck that is quite deep. So that's what I like to do, I guess. There's someone, just love it, because any meaning you get from these will be completely different to what someone else would get. And it's just really interesting what other people would see in a card that you wouldn't see, or differences. And I just find it really interesting. I like watching people's thoughts on the soul cards and what they get out of them. I just really like this for like exploring your inner conscious and that sort of thing. Look at that. That's a beautiful card. I just like the freedom of it, I suppose. There's no set meaning. It's based all on what you think. A lot of people might be a bit intimidated by that because people like to know what it means and they might doubt them. Like at first, when I first got these, I doubted myself. I was like, is that really what that means? But of course it is what it means, because that's what you're getting from that card, you know, like that's what it's evoking from your mind and how you're feeling. And so there is no right or wrong answer. And that's what I love, the magic of these. Very magical, these cards. I absolutely love them for that. It's actually stunning as well. So yeah. I don't know. It's hard, out of all the Oracle decks I've shown, it's hard to pick one I love. I suppose I really, really like these ones. That's probably why I showed them last, because I like the freedom. I like you can just interpret how you want to. And I love the art colours, like the style of it, and that's a bit abstract. It's absolutely stunning. So yeah, that's Soul Cards 1 and Soul Cards 2. So that's all the Oracle decks I showed you for 2023. There's loads more I had that I wanted to include, but I had to pick 10, so that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'd love to know in the comments what cards or cards you like, because I like looking at the comments and finding out new decks that I want to add to the wish list. Because there's loads out there. There's so many now, and there's so many good ones that you just want to own them all. And I know I can't, but I can still hope I will one day. So yeah, share me in the comments, and I hope you have a good 2024, and I can't wait for what new releases will be out then and what I'll be showing next year. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.